Marquette, tell us what you think. Maybe towards the camera would be nice.
Yeah, that's me. Once a punter, now in a whole new game. Retirement hit, and suddenly I'm writing my next play. So I thought, why not step off the field and into the world? Now I'm here, exploring, discovering, and figuring out what this next chapter looks like. I've always had that creative spark. So now I'm blending the past with something new, traveling, creating, and seeing what shape the next chapter takes. So here we go. What a lot of people don't know is I went to Fort Valley State. Come on now, HBCU, SIAC, you know what it is. But I went to Fort Valley State for commercial design, so that was a straight up art major. I've always been interested in art. I remember when I was a little kid, I used to try to draw, what was that cartoon? Rocket Power, SpongeBob, Dragon Ball Z. I feel like a lot of younger 80s babies, 90s babies drew Dragon Ball Z art. That was actually really popular when I was in it. But I've always been interested in commercial design, and also when I was in art class at Fort Valley, they would make us study all these buildings. So the architecture of how the buildings look, like the carvings and everything that were the small details that went into each of these buildings that are out here. It was actually really fire. Like I actually enjoyed watching it and seeing it in person because a lot of people, especially in the U.S., don't show that they still do stuff like that. Unless maybe I gotta dig and find it, but you don't really see it that much now because a lot of the homes out here are modern and buildings are modern. Like I said before, Florence, Italy definitely has its own personality, which is super cool, very unique. And we decided to go to the museum and check out some of the sculptures. And it was also really cool to see the sculptures because we studied about those too. I don't think I stood in line for a long time. Cause I know the VIP host at every club I got into, but I don't think this ain't the club, right? Okay. It was really interesting to see. When I went in the museum, it was interesting to see people's perception of everything when it came to religion. Because even with the religion part, they had their own interpretation of what Jesus or God looked like, and their stories about everything back in the day. So it was very interesting, and it also added more depth as to why I kind of see things the way I see things, but it's for another day. One thing about me, I'm gonna get my workout in. I've always enjoyed working out. Working out's just a essential part of life, period. Especially when you do music. Like, you still gotta stay in shape. Any artist that thinks that they don't have to stay in shape, if you wanna do shows, you still gotta work out. You still gotta be on your ish, you feel me? Well, I mean, I feel like I did everything I could possibly do. The ultimate goal is to get back into the NFL, and if you're purposely being ignored with getting back into that league, then, I mean, I tried to hold on as long as I could. I felt like it was more things I could do with my time. Like, I feel like I'm such a creative person. I enjoy, like I said, the artsy stuff, and I actually really enjoyed playing at the same time. I've met some really dope humans that I'm still in contact with even now. But like I said, the ultimate purpose and the goal is to get back into the NFL. And if you're being ignored on purpose, like, move on to something else. Like, I'm not finna just run in a hamster wheel and constantly do the same thing over and over and just run myself in the ground. And especially getting older. Like, I don't wanna ever be to the point in my life where I get older and I regret staying in something that wasn't helping me maximize this life, you know? We only get a certain amount of time in this life, and why not? Travel the world, create wine, create more music, do more shows. So I don't regret my decision. I knew I had a great run, although it didn't finish or end on my own terms. I'm still thankful for it. It put me in a position to where I'm at now, where I can travel the world, create music, and just be as creative as possible. So I appreciate that. Now we're about to head to Venice. Venice is one of my favorite cities in the world. Now, I don't know if I need to travel to more cities, because one of my other favorite cities is San Diego, but Venice is one of my favorite cities in the whole world. I'm super excited about that, and you'll see. Check out the clips, man. Check out the clips.
You want to sit at the back?
Gabrielli non si può andare, eh?
Oh yeah, by the way, I lost my voice, so I will have to do more talking around now. So probably this episode, the rest of this episode and the next episode will probably be a little bit more talking, but you get the gist of it. But yeah, Florence was a vibe, but Venice is one of my favorite, and you'll see why. Look at the scenery. Even when I shot the video for Growing Pains, you'll see why.